The game done changed. You ain't gotta be fat no more. You ain't gotta be fat no more. I'm gonna guide you guys how you guys can get rid of that weight that's been sitting on you. But you know I gotta do my rant first. I gotta do a big rant. I gotta bring you right into it. I'm gonna talk about retatrutide. I want to talk about peptides, but I'm also going to talk about how the game has changed so heavily for a lot of men out there as well as a lot of women. A lot of relationships are going to break up because of this peptide, and I'm going to tell you why. First off, retatrutide is an appetite suppressor. You will burn a lot of fat off of using this peptide. It's very safe. In 1 month of using retatrutide, I'm talking for myself, I lost over 25 pounds in 1 month. Now I do work out, but outside of working out, because I couldn't work out in the beginning, I was a little tired. I was sitting around for a little bit, but I was still losing weight. Had a lot of nice weights. When I woke up, 2-3 pounds gone and shit, type of situation. But outside of that, you being fat is a personal choice, especially if you watch this video. You being out of shape is a personal choice, especially after watching this video. So now, as I go into why it is such a game changer, is because I know a lot of fat motherfuckers. I know a lot of fat brothers. I know a lot of guys who got weight on them. Good guys, good energy, good people. Nothing wrong with being a nice guy. But nice guys always finish last. And regardless of what anybody may tell you, the fat guy is usually the guy that no one is really checking for. You better have a masterpiece mouthpiece in order to pull a dime piece. And there's some fat guys out here that do got that kind of game. But I will guarantee you, if they do have that type of game, they have the one thing that is universal all over the world that's associated with that attraction, and that is money. You can't be fat and broke. You better be a fat person with some money in order to exercise that right, or just be hella charismatic. Now, if you are a hella charismatic fat guy and you see a girl that you've known for a while, she's hot, she's sexy, she got a nice ass, you want to holler at her and shit. You've been wanting to holler at her for a minute. But guess what? She puts you in a friend zone. Why does she put you in a friend zone? Because you fat. She like you. You a nice guy. You're fat and friendly. And you're not a threat to him. You're not a threat to her guy. You're not a threat at all. But you really are a threat because you understand a woman's anatomy. You understand what she thinks. You understand how she thinks. You understand what makes her smile, what don't make her smile. You understand her moods. You understand exactly the psychology that's going on inside of a woman. Now, when you are a slim, handsome guy like me, we really don't give a fuck because we've always had handsome privilege or pretty privilege. We've always had our way with women. We haven't had to really go into the psychology of a woman. I mean, I do because I like that shit. But the majority of the time, you really don't have to work as hard when you look good, But as far as fat guys, you got to work twice as hard because you're a fat dude. And what really sucks is you're always put in that friend category because of how you look. She might like you, but she is not attracted to you. And it all goes down to attraction. And I've been screaming attraction, attraction, attraction since I started this channel. Now, I can't help you with your clothes. I can put you in a position or point you in the direction where the money is, but that don't mean you're going to get it. I can't help you with your money. I can't help you with your clothes, but I can help you with your weight. I can't help you with your skin. Now, if you drop that weight, the first thing that's going to happen from once you drop that weight is your confidence is going to skyrocket. You're going to have to get some new clothes. That's just what it is. You're going to have to get some new clothes. And after you drop that weight, because although you lost weight, we got to put some muscle on top of that. We got to put some bumps on top of that. We got to look strong. We got to look almost intimidating. I ain't saying run around looking unauthentic like a lot of these guys that talk about peptides. They look a lot like robots and shit. They look crazy as hell. And hey, I take peptides and I ain't running around here looking crazy. I look like a regular guy. The t-shirt fits good. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, this is slutty shirt season. The arms looking good, the body looking good, the stomach flat. You know what I'm saying? This is a nice 195. This is perfect right here. This is how a man should look, And outside of that, man, like, you don't want to be just a skinny guy. I ain't fucking trying to wear a bikini. You know what I'm saying? Why the fuck I want to be skinny? I want to have some muscles on top of that. I want a girl to look at my chest and be like, ooh, I like when a woman likes to talk to me and she touches me on the arms and shit, you know what I'm saying? She's rubbing on the arms like, oh, you work out? Yeah, a little bit. I do a little something. And you don't want to be the fat, friendly guy no more. There's nothing cool about being a fat, friendly guy. You can be friendly and you can be cool, but being in that friend zone, that's gotta fucking suck. Especially when you know that you are a better man than the men that they looking at. That's gotta fucking suck, dude, when you know that you a better man than the man that she's with. That's gotta suck that the woman that you wants somebody else because you got weight on you and you don't know what to do about it. That's gotta fucking suck, dog, being a big dude. And I can't imagine being a big dude, but I can tell you, man, like, I have big friends and shit. And they always end up getting the last of the pick, of the litter. They always get the last. They get the runs. They don't get, you know what I'm saying, the top chicks. They don't walk in like me and say, how I want you and you. Let's go hang out over here. And the women willingly go. Willingly go. I've been out so many times and I can walk into the front of a nightclub or a lounge and I see 2 or 3 women. I have a cool conversation with them and I can get 4 or 5 women to come and sit with me. No bullshit. I put that on my daughter. I've done it before. Any dude that hung out with me before, they know that shit goes down because it's confidence on top of that. You know, you're going to have to work on your confidence after you lose this weight. You're going to get the attention of women, and that same woman or those same women that looked at you as being that fat friendly dude, everything is going to change. Everything is going to change. She's going to change her opinion on you. And outside of her, you ain't even going to be fucking stunning her anymore. Why? Because you a whole nother guy. Your body looks better. Your skin looks better. You won't run around with no fat stretch marks. You're not tired anymore. You might have had swag when you was fat. You know what I'm saying? You might have had some super swag when you was fat. But you was still fat. You was still fat. Aren't you tired of creating AI-generated images of you being slim when you're not an ugly dude, but you creating AI-generated images of yourself online with you being slim and you not slim? I know one guy out here, I'm going to mention his name. His name is Joseph Hines. I call him the human mannequin. The reason why I call this nigga the human mannequin is because, no homo, he's extremely handsome. Number 2, this nigga can wear a suit. I learned everything about suiting from him and from Eric Austin when I worked at Suit Supply out here in Atlanta. This was years ago. And with the human mannequin, Joseph Hines, this dude, they steal this dude's picture and post it on different billboards to reference how to wear a suit. That's why I call that nigga the human mannequin. Because that nigga is really the human mannequin. And I gotta take my hat off to the nigga. Now, the thing is with the human mannequin is the human mannequin was skinny. And he did a couple AI generated pics, you know what I'm saying? I follow him and shit. That's my dog though, you know. He did a couple AI generated pics, but it wasn't with him in a skinny, looking skinny. It was more so with him, you know, with muscles and shit. Now, this nigga did it the right way. He used that AI generated image to be inspiration for himself. I've been watching this guy for months go to the gym and put on muscle. Like, some people can look at it and don't do shit about it. This guy went to the gym and did the fucking work. He had at one point, I watch you, Joe. He had at one point had to give away all of his clothes. And his clothes, now this nigga is probably one of the top dudes in the city when it comes to dressing. His clothes wasn't no cheap shit. He had to give away a lot of them clothes, a lot of them suits, them tailor suits, dope ass suits. He had to give away a lot of, because he couldn't fit it no more. I got muscles now. And he got muscles now. He can push more weight than me. And I've been working out for 5 years. So when I see somebody like him, you look at that AI generated image of himself, go to the work, go to the gym, do the fucking work, and walk in the results of something that he imagined. That is brilliant. But I see a lot of brothers that I know that create these AI images of themselves and they don't do shit about it. They just fat. And that's gotta suck. They're just fat. And I'm saying this with love. I ain't saying this to beat you down, but I am saying it to beat you down. Yeah, I'm fat shaming you because it's a better way. And if I can show you a better way, then you need to jump on that. Get you some Redditutide. It's not going to have you all crazy. We'll have you a little bit fatigued in the beginning. In the beginning, I say about a week or so. It will have you feeling some kind of way in the beginning. But you're going to lose weight, man. And once you lose that weight, you can switch over to another peptide, or you can get what I call the glow stack. The glow stack is good for your skin. It's good for your cognitive thinking. It's good for burning fat and keeping on the muscle. I use the glow stack all the time, and I look like a fucking beast. And it works good. You know, it works good. I like to get the compliments from a woman. I like to walk in smelling awesome and shit, and people looking at me like where I'm going. I like to wear a fucking t-shirt like this and look awesome. Like, wouldn't you like to do that without no titties? Wouldn't you like to do that without no gut? And then, for me just ranting on the fellas out here, what about the women? I'm going to get on y'all too. I'm going to get on y'all too. This is equal opportunity slashing over here. Slashing and fat bashing. Yes. Because you don't have to be fat no more. You ain't gotta be fat no more. You ain't gotta be fat no more. You ain't gotta be fat. You ain't gotta be fat no more. Fat is a choice, dude. You choose to be big. Now, you might be thinking, well, I don't know about taking peptides. I hear a lot about it. You know, it might be steroids. It's not fucking steroids. It's not. It is the same thing that your body already uses. That's all it is. It is not, it's not steroids. It is a molecule in your body that your body is already using, depending on the type of peptide that you are using. So when you hear a lot of these guys run around here online talking about, I'm natural, I don't take peptides, I don't even have the time to sit here and explain this shit to you guys. I don't have the time to convince you guys at all about what it is, because you are in your fucking, on your fucking high horse. You are in a fucking illusion, and you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. But you steady, choking down creatine and pre-workout and shit. Your blood pressure all crazy, and your head is hurting and shit after pre-work, and while you're working out, you're jittery and shit, heart rate going crazy. That ain't natural to me. That don't sound natural to me. But y'all do this shit regularly, especially the gym bros. Y'all do this shit as a badge of honor to act as if you better than. Well, I don't do peptides. No, I don't have that kind of problem. I'm burning weight. I'm toned up. My skin looking good. Like, I'm thinking good. I'm feeling good. I got the energy. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And then it doesn't cost me as much money as you guys are spending on you guys, supplements and vitamins and shit. And I still take vitamins and I still take supplements, but I don't take them type of supplements anymore, because that shit is utterly ridiculous. So what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start talking about health. I'm going to start talking about men's health. I'm going to start talking about women's health, because menopause shit is real. It is real in the 30s, the premenopause. It is real. And this is a whole nother subject when we're talking about premenopause. Sex drive and libido being affected, that shit is real. I feel like a lot of people ain't fucking the way they should be fucking these days. Like, they're not. I don't know what the fuck is going on here. As freaky as the women are out here, y'all acting weird and shit. I'm not talking about the young ones, because the young ones is fucking like rabbits. I'm talking about the older ones. They're acting funny with the kitty, and some guys, they can't get it up. And that's a whole nother subject. And it is peptides that will help with that. I want you guys to feel alive. I want you guys to have the vitality. I want you guys to be victorious in your body. I want you guys to feel sexy. I want you guys to feel seen when you walk out. I want you to feel seen. I want people to look at you. I want women to look at you. I want men to look at you. I want them to be like, damn, this guy must be important. This guy must be important. When you see somebody that's fat and dressed up, although they're dressed up and look good, they're still fat. No matter what you got on, man, you still fat, man. It still shows a level of disrespect to yourself, man. When you can't control the food that's going inside of your body, you can't control what's going inside of your mouth. Pause. I don't give a shit what you got on. I don't give a shit how fresh you are. I don't give a shit.